Which direction am I pointing to? Well, come on in. Again, I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend. My family left this morning because my parents were in town for myself, my mom, my brother's girlfriend, her mom, and then our like family friends, which is my brother's girlfriend's old roommate. Um, and for all of us to go to a concert together last night. That's what we did. It was a great time. It's a wonderful time. Great show. Highly. I don't have any words for this show. It was great. I can't talk about what show it is. You know the drill. You know the drill. I can't talk about it until like a couple weeks from now. But it was a lot of fun and I had a blast. Um, it ended at like 11 though, 11 something last night. And the original plan was for us to all go to the bars afterwards. However, that did not turn out. We did not go to the bars. We went home. Um, yeah. Yeah. I was done at that time. I was done at that time. We had also been like drinking since like 6 p.m. at that point. So it had been 5 hours. And then everybody else, well, actually, no, we had been drinking since like 1 p.m. Can I take it back? I take it back because we went we went to a place over by me for food and drinks for like lunch as soon as like my parents came in. They had some new fruit beers, okay? I had to go and try those out. Um and then what was else? Yeah. And we started drinking like again at like 6. So, woo! I had my first espresso martini last night. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was just I think it was to be honest, they used not great vodka. So I was not it was a little funky. So I don't know if I truly like them or not cuz last night's the one that I had was not great. But that's because I saw what vodka they were using and I was like, "Oh, okay, never mind. That would be why." That might be why. But yeah, it's a wonderful time. And then this morning, I've just been chilling, getting ready. My parents just left a little bit ago, and now we're here and we're live. I swapped out my second coffee today for water. I know, shocking from Lee. That Lee would not go for a second coffee on a Sunday. Um, but here we are. We do actually have water, which is also why you can probably tell that my voice is not what it normally sounds like. Doesn't sound like it normally does. That's because I was yelling a lot last night. That would be the reasoning why. So there we go. Alrighty. How was everybody else this weekend? What did y'all get up to this weekend? How was life? How was work? School if you had it? How was everybody else this weekend? Let me say hello to everybody, and then we can already get moving on our crossword because we got a busy day today. I'm just saying, we got a busy day today. G Money, hello. Thank you so much for the 29 months. I truly appreciate it. Welcome back on into Love Loser Club. I hope you enjoy your continued sub badge and your continued use of emotes out here. I truly appreciate it oh so much. Sid, hello. Congrats on first pop off. Strawberry Puff, hello. Fens, hello. Welcome on in. Um, Ambroxer, hello. Welcome on in. Max, hello. Lizzie, hello. Welcome on in. Thank you. This sweater is from Cider. I made another order from Cider um the other day, which is where I have like a bunch. That's where all of the I was showing a bunch of dresses on stream on Thursday. And they were all from Cider. Love that website. Their stuff is fairly cheap too. So I'm about it. Hi. What's up, Nisa? Hello, welcome on in. Yeah. That's about it. Do you like it? I always look at their stuff but never know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, it's pretty like good quality too. I don't know. It's like a longer sweater. What else did I just buy from them? Let me see. I bought a floral mini dress, a long like not mini dress, floral midi dress. It's like for a wedding. That's essentially what I went on there. Is that I was looking for dresses for a wedding that I'm going to in October. And then a black midi dress as well. And there was like another dress, another black dress that's a mini dress, but it's got like little floral decal type things. And then a bunch of like fun, more like going out tops. Like not tops that I would wear every day, but they are like nicer tops. So there you go. That was my order recently. Actually, no, I also bought a couple of tank tops too. Oh, speaking of tank tops, okay, I think I mentioned already earlier. My arms are very sore still. I'm not gonna lie. My last night on top of the concert, so not only were we Friday night, we went for 6.5 hours for Team Never Winless for dancing. And we will have another 2 hours. I'm thinking either tomorrow or probably Wednesday. I gotta recover a little bit more. I gotta recover just a hair bit more. So dancing for 6.5 hours Friday night, and then dancing at this concert from like 8 until 11 last night. And when I tell you that we were dancing like constantly. So my arms still like ache a little bit. I think it hurts a little bit more today than it did on Saturday. Which is wonderful. So I gotta recover a little bit more and then we'll keep going on probably Wednesday. But speaking of my arms, you can kind of tell, kind of not really. I am sunburnt as well. I can just like feel my shoulder is just like radiating heat slightly. But we're sunburned a bit. I go outside for 1 hour. 1 hour yesterday. And get sunburnt. That is how pale I am. And how little sunlight I normally get. Other than the casual afternoons that I like spend on my patio and whatever else. But yeah. Yeah. We are still continuing as well to raise money for Team Never Winless for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention as we continue to go. We are $36 away from me having to do an Animal Crossing New Horizons all fish speedrun. We're doing the pickle tier list today. That's the other exciting thing, is that we will be doing the pickle tier list. The rest of the pickle items have come in the mail. We're not doing it at the top of stream because I need my stomach to settle. Not settle, but I need to wake up a little bit more. It's 11 a.m. and I didn't feel that 11 a.m. was a good time to have a pickle soda and a pickle popsicle. So we gotta ease into it here a little bit later today. But that is what we'll be doing. Um, and I'll have to make sure that I can set up the tier list stuff. But I did get the last couple of things yesterday. I'm so excited for spicy dill pickle goldfish. I'm so excited. I don't think you understand how I saw this and I was like, I need this. I need this regardless. Uh, so we'll see how the other stuff is. I'm still super with dill though. Yeah, that's fine with me. Um, I am still super nervous about those like gummy things. The gummy pickles that are like gushers. That's the scariest thing for me. Everything else, not so much. I can handle everything else because I love pickles. But but the gushers are a little scary. We got another candy. This one I'm kind of okay with. They're having a pickle fest thing in my town. I want to go. Shit. Ooh, these are not ball shaped. Well, they could be. Lee, we can both go? Okay, bet. They're sour pickle balls. I'm now looking at them, I'm a little bit more concerned. Those are huge. Yeah, and they're not like, I was expecting them to be like gumballs. Like perfectly circular, and they're a little not that. So now I'm a little bit more concerned about this one. I do love this. Yeah. That's what she said. Yeah, that is what she said about the sour pickle balls. Precisely. So we'll be doing that later. We'll get some speed running in first, and then we'll do it later. I am actually really excited for the popsicles, like the ice freezies, and then I have some like pickled dips, which I kind of already knew were pretty good. So. Also, hi Bruce. I hope your festival has been going good today. Or this weekend. This weekend. What am I doing? I'm opening up our word games so that we can do that now. Feel like my stomach is gonna fall out of my ass tonight. Is the final night. 2 friends, big booty mix. Tonight? Hell yeah. Feel like your stomach's gonna fall out of your ass. Actually, I can relate to that. That was kind of partially me last night. Strands, New York Times, the Mini, and then our Washington Post. Alrighty. I'm on the right side today for the strands and the mini and the main crossword. The main crossword I normally am on the right side, but that's because the left side looks like this today. So I can leave the banner up while I'm speedrunning today. It's so that it doesn't cover up any of Stardew. Is what I'm trying to say. There we go. So we're on the right side. But I had a 32-ounce fishbowl of this drink called Wub Juice. That was whiskey, peach tea, and lemonade. Yeah, that's a fishbowl. That's what a fishbowl is. That's for sure. The fishbowl drinks. It's like, yeah, any they'll fuck you up. That's all I can say. That's all I'll say. A fishbowl drink. If you've never seen a fishbowl drink before. It looks it comes in a bucket fucking like this. Like this one here. Like that's the shape. Right? Except it's in plastic. And you can put a bunch of different like alcohols and stuff in it. Usually there's not the actual fish and the nerds at the bottom. Mainly it's just alcohol. But that's the shape is what I was trying to get at. And yeah. They'll fuck you up, that's for sure. That is for sure. Um yeah. Yeah. Serve gingerly. I put mule as in like Moscow mule. I was already thinking of drinks. Okay, wait. No, never mind. Alrighty, never mind. I know what it is here. Toast is howling at my doorway, so I think this house is haunted. It could, you never know. You never know. Could be. Can't believe I missed all the chaos yesterday. I was having such a hard time keeping up with no service. Yeah, that's okay. But no, yeah, the team raised a lot of money yesterday. I would agree. It was really good. Jules and Amanda had their streams yesterday. Which I didn't get to poke my head into either of those because I had family here. But they would assume they went really, really well. Ooh. Alrighty, what else we got here? Ooh. Got it. Holy cow. California roll. Seaweed, avocado, cucumber, crab. Yeah. So it's all the parts of a cucumber of a California roll. Agreed to egg myself 5 times to hit 5K at one point. So that plus beard plus tattoo plus boy band piercing. Exciting. Like actual tattoo? Or do you need some quality ones? Let me tell you. I got all of these Pokemon tattoos. Why? From a charity stream a long time ago. So if you need some pretty sick ones, let me tell ya, I got some good ones. I get to give options and we all vote on the chosen one. I'll take some of your temp ones though. Okay, sick. Next time I see you, I'll make sure to send you with some extra tattoos here. Alright, let's do the mini and then we'll all work together and do the big one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. What's Spider's Craft? Webs. Total Wower. Pumpkin Spice Order Latte. Paperless Party Announcement. Evite. Discourage. Don't know. Craft. Spider Style. Weave. Wipe out and face paint. Hey. Eat it. Flat topped landform. Don't know. Take the helm. Steer. Okay, what do we got? Total Wower. A Butte. Discourage. D tier. Goose tattoo that we all name Bruce. Oh, sick. That'll be great. Our family friends had gone out for brunch. Alrighty. I will wait for the ad to finish and then we'll do the main crossword together. I was thinking the mini was going to take a little bit more time than it did. But here we are. Strawberry jam. In the meantime, let me open up everything so I can start, I feel like I don't need the guide right now, but there's like some parts like near the end that I like to make sure I got for like the dates and stuff like that for speedrunning CC. And I swear we better PB today. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Not gonna lie. Alrighty. Wonderful. I have 1.5 open. I already have the splits open. What else? Let's see. Let's fix our Sunday crossword. Oh, this is what we do. We gotta. There we go. You apologize with me. Don't worry, time has not started yet. Alrighty. Oh, I just brushed my teeth right before this. Alrighty. Now that the ad's done, if you've never joined us for a crossword before, we try and speedrun this as fast as possible. We do it together. So if you think you know an answer, just drop it in chat. Our time to beat for Sunday is 15 minutes and 49 seconds. And part of that time is just how fast I can type. So, again, if you think you know an answer, drop it in chat. There are no wrong answers. I will give it a try no matter what, usually, unless it doesn't fit. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Got it. Let's see. British semi. Composer servant. I know who these people are, but I just call them by the last name. Want to cross flags? Semaphore gear? Okay. No idea. We'll go with it. Yep. 39 across. Ryan. Cool. Perfect. What's up, Jazz? What's up, Archie? Welcome on in. One down. Flo. Dog sounds. Arfs. 17 across. Lori. Perfect. I just misspelled. Oh. Perfect. 25 across. With a meatball insignia? Yes, the numbers are really small. I can't really make it bigger without getting rid of the stuff here. 34 across. Wish. Which one? 43. Cool. Got it. Yep. Perfect. You're so good. 6 across. Art. Make a scene. Hallowed. Bring a suit. Igor. 38 across. King Kong. 9 across. Oh, there you go. I was thinking not like that. Oops. I was thinking of the different one. Engage in a linguistic battle, maybe. Manchester, you not fuck. What is that? I know what that is. I don't. Which one? 9 down. CSI, got it. 48 down. Lupe Fiasco. 58 across. Rupert. 78 across. Which one did you mean for Kansas G Money? 41 across rap. Got it. Video bomb of an 76 across. That's what it is. 76. Thank you. Me confused. Don't worry, I know it's small. EDU. Scratching post fiber. 78 down. Angie, cool. Cyber yuck. Ew. Hi Nia. How is the how's the face paint treating you? How's the clown makeup? Nia is also a part of Team Never Winless, and one of her incentives was to do the actually creamy though, very nice. To do clown makeup. So that is what she did this morning. But welcome on in, readers. We are doing a our normal Sunday speedrun crossword. So if you think you don't answer, feel free to hop on in. If any of y'all need to leave and go and take care of yourself, please make sure to do so as well. 31 down. YOLO. Absolutely. Hi, Kyler. Welcome on in. Hello, Jim. Hello, Hygiene. 61 across. Crop. Hang on. Yeah. Tour employee. So. And airport screening. Case at the spot. Goes it alone. Cyber yuck. Starring role. Arm rest. 61 down. Got it. 73 down. Leia. Have to do. Like, is that how you spell it? I don't. Okay. And purpose. Lead. You're so right. Thank you. Oh, this is Hoda copy. Evidence of vacuum misuse. Forbidden. Do the hustle. Dun 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 dun. Fair hiring letters. I don't know what that means. Enthusiastic. A Bront sister. I don't know off the top of my head. Which one am I? Please remember my name. Can't miss. Political strategy perfectly. So very much. Coconut oil. Savannah, Taiga, etc. I don't know off the top of my head. I know those words separately. Brief note. Memo, maybe? 113 across. Oil, yeah. 27 across. Sue. HVAC. 28's the wrong one. Got it. 115 across. Biomes. That's what it is. Got it. Neospore and motto. Garbed. Don't know. Remote target. Remote insert. Batteries. Polynesian Kingdom. Essay. Load. Body dot type. Oh, I don't like that. We never talk about it. Taboo. Got it. 94 across. Do the hustle is a scam. Okay. Oh, like a stripped back recording briefly. Least experience. Grammar subject. It's not syllables. Checks an engine, perhaps. Elevate a this is T up. 40 down. Afar, got it. 3 down, greenness. Okay. 122 down is hem. Hang on. 114 Lear. 123 down. Bay. Revs. Perfect. No. It does not fit. Offensive something. Yeah, 77 down. Suave. To all the boys. Oh, fuck. I don't know what her name is. I've read the. I didn't know. I watched the movie of that one. Some anti-inflammatories. Syntax. Thank you. That's what it is. 26 across. Wise to. 91 down. Got it. You're so good. Don't worry. Act. Got it. Dis. Trash. My nose is dripping. Radioisotope activity. On the same in sync. Underwhelming. So. Water bottle problem. Leak. Oh, imagine it would have been in sync. It was not. Never mind. Sad. Sleeping tablets at times. Onboarding official for short. 35 down. Froyo. Nash. Offensive lineage. Nice. Loose hood. Crafts with yarn. Knit. British singer. This is Leona Lewis. Call. 32 across is package something. Cool. In tune. I like it. We'll go with it. DHL. 37 down. Danza. Safe. 69 down. Sold. 35 across. Ooh. Flexers. Yep. HR rep is what that is. Don't know what that is. Exemplar. Knows the answer. Conjugated word. Where? Maybe? There we go. Perhaps. Hi, Joy. Welcome on in. Hello, Raiders. How was stream? Did I see, were you playing Mystria? Hello. Were you playing Mystria today? I hope you had a wonderful stream. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. I truly appreciate it. Raiders, welcome on in. Hello. If you don't not know me, my name is Lee. My pronouns are she, her. I do a lot of cozy gaming as well. Mainly a lot of Stardew Valley and some speedrunning of other cozy games as well. Also do a little bit of Just Dance and other random games, whatever we can find on that time. We are currently speedrunning the crossword, the Sunday crossword. So feel free to join us as well. You can just drop answers in chat. This is the Washington Post crossword, aka it's free. If can I pause the time? If I go here and go into settings, will it pause it? Nope. Yeah, but feel free to drop as many answers in chat as you would like. We do have the thing around here as well. You might know, you might not know, but people raid and run. So if you need to go and leave and take care of yourself, please make sure to go and do so. And again, Joy, thank you so much for sharing your community with me. Welcome on in 72 across. Flies solo. That's what it is. I was gonna say alone solo. 46 down. Verb. Not just were. Footage of something. There we go. 63 down. DM'd. Also, I hope you're really enjoying Mystria. I love it. I will probably be playing it again at some point later this week. I'm just trying to like enjoy it a lot because I don't want to like rush through it because before they give us another update, I guess is what I'm trying to do. So package a punch. Got it. 48 across. Devil. Footage effect. Perfect. There we go. Arias. Pedestal dweller idol. Knows the answer. Seems that way. Guess so. Online periodical cure ignorance. I don't know. Angela Lansbury role. Ooh. Worked for a judge. 42 down. Ooh, okay, hang on. Not effect. Because this is going to be Paragon down here. Timetable. There we go. 33 down. Towel. Got it. 88 down. Hovel. Fault. Footage fault. There we go. Where were we? Worked for a judge. Clerk. Something. Heart eyes emoji. AKA follower. Alias? Is that what that is? Massage. Hysteria. And then what is this one? Armrest. Sling. There we go. 44 down. Has it. Hoover damage. There we go. Poetic measure. Would that be? Judge to be? Don't know. Omnipotent. Thanks heavens. Oh, good. 60 down. It's love. Very nice. Sissel, thank you. 99 down. Ace it. Settle down. Is there just mono? Yeah. Ticket line? Don't know. Okay. Calmed. Perfect. Clerked. Oh, it's literally just clerked. 95 down. Captive. Got it. 103 across. Must see. Got it. Legend EGOT. That's what it is. Thank you. 100, 120 across. Something to bandage. Hi, Drew. Welcome on in. I'm with the bandage. Got it. Campaign. A dot. Whatever that word is. You got it. Hopefully PBE after all that dancing. Yeah, you know. Oh, we were dancing. I was dancing all last night too. Not live, but at a concert, so. Baby shower time. Have a good time, Drew. See you later. A whole lot. Something new. TV. Soba. That's what I thought it was. Perfectly. Taints. Where are we? Garbed? 12 down, Craig. Okay. Or on the last little bit. Now, it's just the bottom corner now. Glad. No, I don't think that's right. Where else are we missing one? Here. What is this? Something new. Judge to be. Seam. Lodger. Okay, alrighty, I'll take it. Sub 30. Woohoo! I'll take it. A little sub 30 here. A little sub 30 on our crossword today. Alright, I need to fix my headphone cord from Friday. Because I specifically have a super long cord for Just Dance. But I have to, because I can't go wireless. So, there we go. Your sweater is heckin' adorable. Thank you. It's from a website called Cider. It's really nice. Also, hello to anybody that came in during the raid or during the crossword. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. If you would like me to say hello specifically, just drop like a little like hi waving emote in chat and I will say hello. In the meantime, I'm gonna go grab a tissue. You can hear my nose, it's just like dripping. And then I'm gonna open up I'm opening up 1.5 right now. So we can do some speed running here. Give me 2 seconds. Alrighty. We're back. Alrighty. Perfect. Look at that. Now you can see everything. So you speedrun Stardew? I'm deeply fascinated. Yes, I do speedrun Stardew Valley. I am a Stardew Valley speedrunner. I do a lot of that. Alrighty, we open up a dead file to start. And I have been doing this run for the last little bit of time. And I'm so close to getting a PB again. And I have had some lovely... Either runs have died to fish or other reasons or whatever else. That's actually kind of a cute outfit. I kind of want to, I'm going to change the pants a little bit. So it matches all the way down. I like it. Ready, remix. Random seed. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. First run of the day. Alrighty. There's an opposite of a Stardew speedrunner? That's me. I feel like you can play Stardew Valley however you like. That is my personal opinion. But usually yeah, no. I don't know. I feel like for speedrunning Stardew, I don't know. There's gotta be something that like drives you to actually speedrun this game. Hi, Watcher. Welcome on in. I'm doing good. I'm curious why you like to speedrun it because I love this game. And I like the goal aspect of it. Where I can. I don't know. There's like reasonable like objectives for me to complete that I like. Also, it's like pretty user friendly game to speedrun. Yeah. Pretty user friendly game to speedrun. I just when I started speedrunning this game, I essentially just chose an aspect of the game that I really enjoyed, and that was fishing. And I was like, yeah, I could do this. And I looked it up on how to do it, and then I did it. Like the routing and stuff like that. It is creating a new challenge for yourself. Absolutely. What's up, Blue? Hello, welcome on in. Happy Sunday. Or Monday to anybody else that's on the other sides of the world. Okay, we got so much forage. So many leeks. So many leeks out here. I really like this character's hair, the bright green. I am also a fan of it. Give me geode. Nice. Glow ring. Pog. Yeah, early glow ring. I will absolutely take. Anyway, to like have fun. Anyway, to your wild life. Wild life. Five feet to be exact. It's in my body's weather. How still are you? Accept me, but by your separation. Back together, and if that's true, you just have to tease me when you're kissing you. Ever. They do. They do. Hi, Blink. It's time. It's different. It's really from. Good luck on the copium runs today. I have so much forage, but so little. No weapon. No weapon. Oh, I hope there's no Dougies. No Dougies. Fuck. There we go. Okay. Get it. Give me weapon, please. No. Gross. Horrible. Alrighty. What can we get? I had too many, I've got too many, like, leeks and currently a lot of parsnips. Where I didn't want to give up on the run yet. By just quitting out of. Although our copper is already a little low. Ooh, ooh. There we go. Another purple stone. Give it to me. Export. $35 so far. No rock goes unturned here. Yeah, my barber today was 32. I didn't do the other ones today. Just Barbara today. Oof. Alrighty, solid. Nice, Dilf energy, Lil. Hell yeah. Oh, there's a freebie over there. Fuck. Cruel. Reverse. Smiley, thank you so much for the pronoun check. I truly appreciate that. My pronouns are she, her. If y'all feel comfortable, please feel free to drop your pronouns in chat as well too. And if you do exclamation point pronouns, it'll take you to the link for the pronoun extension on Twitch, in which you can download, and then you'll be able to see everybody else's pronouns in chat too. It's pretty cool. No weapon. Yellow. Hoping for gold splits. You're right. Thank you for the hydrate as well. I know my voice does not sound the same. That's because I was yelling last night. That is my bad. Also, hi Trian. Welcome on in. Okay, we've got another stone. That's fine. That's cool, I guess. Fuck you, slime. Has the run been Lee? First run of the day. It's going. It's going a little slow. I did get a monster floor, and wasn't really happy about that. But we started out with like a bunch of links, so I didn't want to kill the run. But I probably will be mine simulating this one today. Paranoid. So far, we'll see. I don't know how long I'm gonna let this one stay. I'll just hit every rock, don't worry. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Annoyed. We at least got a little boot. That's cool. Nice. Oh, that is a crab. Another gem node. Are you serious? Okay. Give me a second. Dump the emerald? Or I could just eat all my parsnips. Enjoy your leg. That works too, lol. I don't want to get rid of the emerald. How much is the emerald worth? 250? Oh. Trash the diamond. Yeah, thank you. Solid advice, actually. Throw the whole run. It's fine. Okay, like 9 times out of 10 I find it down here somewhere. I'm tired of... Fucker. There you go. Found it down there. I was right. Starting to get late. That's fine. I will... Let's at least make it a 30 here. I wish we were a little bit further, but that's fine. Forest, hard, 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 please, please, please. No, it's fine. Please stop killing me. I just want to make it a 30. If I don't make it a 30, I will scream. And I will be resetting. There we go. Oh, thank God. Fuck it. When you can. No pressure. Of course. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, there you go. It's another good luck day. Of course it is. Cool. Alrighty, so I have already gone everywhere else for forage. I went to the bus stop already. And that's how I ended up with like 6 leeks yesterday. I already have one of these. Oh, I'll just gonna take whatever I can as snacks. Ooh, I do need that just in general. Whee! Listen, no journey is complete without a good snack. Drop that. Okay, cool. And to the mines we go. I can handle getting down 10 floors to get to 40. That's fine. Okay. I'll take that freebie. Give me this. Alrighty. I do have a light ring on, so we're kind of chilling. Oh, I will take that. And there we go. Alrighty, it's one of the double rocks. Nice. Which one is it? Now that I've hit every single other rock on the floor. There we go. Oh, and there's a freebie over there. I need just a tiny bit more copper. And then, of course, any extra copper we can always use for bombs on the other floors. Hello. There we go. I will take it. We could find a weapon somewhere, you know, that would be, like, really nice. Because the collection of bat wings is gonna suck. Oh. Okay, hang on. Let me eat my horseradishes. There we go. Nice. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. And drop that, and drop that. Cool. Down we go. There we go. Around. And aquamarine. That is what that is. Perfect. You'll love to see it. An extra cave carrot too. I don't need to quite split yet. But thank you for that notif. On Switch, it's on sale right now though, so I thought it would be a good time. Yeah, it is wonderful. I will say the Stardew Valley on Switch currently is only updated to 1.5. They're working on 1.6. Don't fret. That's all. It's a wonderful game. There's a lot of content just in 1.5 as well. And then eventually when 1.6 comes out, you'll be able to explore that as well too. But it's a great game. Highly recommend. And 1.6 is a free update, so once it does come out on Switch and eventually on mobile too, it is a free update, so you don't have to pay more for it past that. So you're all good to go. But if it's on sale, oh heck yeah, go for it. I didn't know if it was on sale on Switch right now. The bats are killing me. I do need bat wings though, and I don't have a weapon, so this is what we're dealing with. I got 2 daggers in the chest. Okay, nope. Okay, we're going back up to the top. We're resetting because there's... I need iron. That's all. Let me drop some of this off as well. More gems to drop off. Started with disrespecting just a little bit. Yeah. It's just being slightly mean to me. It's fine. You stay over there, slime. Nope, nope, stay there. Pardon me. Ooh, nope, get juked, get juked, get juked. Get away. Let's go. No other iron. Okay, never mind. Gotta run again. 26. Iron. We need a lot more. If I do not get it within like the next... Also, if we don't end up with a weapon, I will probably reset. No matter how much like money we have. I'm not willing to keep runs going right now. Oh, there's more copper. That's great. It was always good. No iron though, so it's kind of what I need. Nothing. Nope. Okay. How about a weapon? Nope. Okay. No iron. See you later. Thank God. A bunch of iron. You never know, there could always be something good in those crates. Okay, get away from me. Another gem. I probably won't be able to carry home. Okay. If we could get to like 45 too, that would be really nice. Less work I'll have to do later. Anything good down here? No. Go. Exit my phone. The boy is yours and kind. Find this. see, start taking. Moaning and bitching. Actually helpful. Thank you. Thank you, game, for actually being helpful. You know the difference between where they are. Hell no. There's too many slimes on that floor. Too many slimes on that floor to be like, We'll be kissing. Get my fixins. Let's see, start taking. I'll just keep on moaning and bitching. We only need a little bit more iron. I'm not liking the time though, where we're at right now. I love her. I still have no weapon. I think that might just be a cause to reset. If I don't die right here. You get out of my way. Oops. Oops. I'm sorry, I wasn't liking that mine's time, and no weapon was killing me. It was killing me. Oh, my allergies are killing me right now. Woo! My nose be dripping, my eyes be watering. This is what I get for going outside yesterday. Is I get all this lovely jazz. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Try again. Channel your innerly chat. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. Apparently to get my PB, I gotta channel my innerly chat. Having big time allergies. Had to get a neti pot today. Oh, I'm sorry, G-Money. It was yesterday, at least for me, it was a super high pollen day. I like looked and saw it said super high pollen, and I was like, well, fuck. Glad I picked a day that there's like super high pollen and I have to go outside. Because the concert I was at last night was outside. And I put in new contacts today because it's September now. So, you know, next month of, you know, contacts and whatever else, right? And eyes are still itching, so it's unfortunate. Because they were so bad I needed to take some meds. Ugh. Same. I'm afraid some of it is that. No, I'm sorry. I'm glad that the air purifier has helped. I hope for your sake it's not Bully the new kitten. but I'm deeply still in love. Alright, let's see. Good luck? No? Good bad? Does this run even get off the ground? Let's see. It does, okay. Just barely saved. Ooh. Oh, I didn't even notice a leak there. Let's go. To the mines we go. Okay, now that we have a leek in the chest, that means that any leeks that we pick up now, we can eat. Bonus. No. No horseradish currently. Another leek down here. Ooh, a couple leeks down here. Hang on. Let me grab them. No horseradish. But that's kind of okay. I'm sure there will be plenty on the left-hand side of the farm. Later on. Or at least one later on. Why was I trying to kill a bug? The ladder was right there, Lee. Okay. There it is. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, crab. Nothing good. Okay, never mind. There we go. Cool. Nothing. Sick. Great floor. House. Just a little things I can't live without. Let's go, freebie. your hands. Shit, I need that. Somebody I can I need a reason to get out of the house. It's just a little thing you can't live without. Do do. Somebody. I need a reason to get out of the house. How's your pickaxe moving so fast? It is something called animation canceling. I am pressing right shift delete R at the exact same time. Weapon, let's go. To cancel out of the animation a little bit faster. Ew. Nope. Weapon, but still no. So that is what it is. It's called animation canceling. It's right shift delete at the same right shift delete and R at the exact same time. To cancel out of the animations. It's a developer tool that Concerned Ape left in for us. That's so cool. Yeah. Do you have a macro set up? I have auto hotkey set up. If you are curious as to what that looks like, I would join the speedrunning Discord. If you go to speedrun.com and then hit the Discord link for Stardew Valley, under the like the what's it called? Under the I'll have to redo this one. Tech, somewhere under tech. God, because it's over. I just saw Elite Chats going live from yesterday. I was gone all day yesterday, otherwise I would have been there. But every time we over. Where is it? Let's see. Stardew Valley speedruns. Under animations. Under information. There's the accepted auto hotkey commands. And you can look there. Itchy, itchy eyes. Alrighty, we run it back. Random seed. 3, 2. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Cry because it's over. It's now September, so that means that the Hippocampus album comes out here pretty soon, gamers. Same with the Coin album. Excited for that. Both come out this month. Speaking of Coin. There we go. Party. Alrighty. Cruising. The Panera Killer Lemonade. R.I.P. I miss it. I miss the Panera Killer Lemonade so much. I'm not gonna lie. That was like my special treat when I went to Panera. I was getting a thing of the lemonade. Scam job day. I was too scared to try it with blood pressure issues. Yeah. That's okay. I was playing Russian roulette with lemonade? I was not playing Russian roulette with lemonade. I know my caffeine intake. I am fine. I was fine. I know you're joking. Don't worry, Cola. I hope you're doing well, gamer. Welcome on in. But no, I think people with actual concerning medical conditions, I would not have. A high intake of caffeine is probably not good. But also, I just know my caffeine intake limits. I live in England, and I think it would probably be illegal caffeine levels here. Yeah. Yeah, it probably would be. What else am I supposed to get in my lunch break? Exactly. Regular Coke? I know. Sad. So sad. They did not really advertise. No, that's kind of the whole reason why they had to discontinue it, is because they didn't do a good job at advertising how much caffeine was actually in it, and so therefore they got sued, I think, over it. But gosh darn, did I love them. The strawberry mint one was my go-to. Just give it a try. You know, sometimes I feel thin at once. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. Being in your 30s, needing more cap to be able to hand and not being able to handle it physically, yeah. Not there yet. I got a couple years yet. Yes, that is true. Like if you could limit the size, I feel like that definitely could have helped too. Would that have stopped me from still trying to get a large? No, absolutely not. I would have still tried to get a large. But you could theoretically get the larger size. Oh yeah, no, that was me. That was me. Yeah. Big. The biggest size. But they still technically could have limited how much people could get. I agree with that. Sonic has these Red Bulls that are so good. Red Bulls at Sonic? But have a ton of caffeine. I haven't seen... Sometimes I need a... Yeah, agreed. Yep, absolutely. Just to know I'm alive, sometimes I need to feel it beat, like, overly fast from the amount of caffeine that I intake. Just, I'm alive, It's like dragon fruit drink with Red Bull added to it. Oh, interesting. I have not heard of it or seen it. Also, I don't remember the last time I ever went to a Sonic. There is one semi near me, but there's so many other restaurants for me. Bone Sword, let's go. That I would prefer to go to over a Sonic. I would need the Red Bull with all the nerds I add to my Sonic drinks. That's fair. Again. How many fast food chains started in the Midwest? Yeah. Well, it's cold here in the winter. It's not much to do other than eat and drink. And then we'll keep going. Oh, I could go for like a disgusting burger today. That would be really nice. I could order one. We'll see. Actually, no. After the amount of pickle flavored items I will be consuming later, I don't know if I'll want a burger. Now that I'm thinking about it. We're stuck. 3 a.m. Just looking for freebies. Alas, no freebies. Do whatever. Wild. My chat just disconnected. And then it just reconnected. I only found that out because it just gave me like a little like loading thing on chat for a second. Yeah, stream was down for a few? What? Huh? It did? No, I had no idea. I'm not recording my run otherwise. We got that blue screen? Really? I got no notification that it went down. Huh? Gamers straight up? I had no idea. It literally didn't say anything to me. Well, I can like see at the bottom usually, like it'll tell me I had no dropped frames, no nothing. So then that must have been Twitch's servers. Fuck. It's fine. What's up, Yes Cup? Hello, welcome on in. Hello, 2D as well. Too focused. Damn. Okay, well, we gotta start over. Also, thank you for the anonymous donation, whoever just did that. I greatly appreciate it. That also means that we will eventually be doing an Animal Crossing New Horizons all fish speedrun. We just hit a milestone incentive. So thank you all so much. I appreciate that a lot. I love the level of unfazed. Just gaming too hard. Yeah. It wasn't anything on my end. Like I was green across the board. Like my internet, everything just was green. I have it like to where I can see it like all the time. So I was watching like, wait, she doesn't know. Yeah, no, I had no idea. No idea. Hmm. Wild. Okay. Huh. Slash without warning, I thought it was my internet until the blue screen came up. Oh. Well, there you go. Maybe that's why. Huh. I don't know what happened. Let's try it again instead. See if we can actually get a run off the ground now that isn't crushed by Twitch. There you go. A back to default character, just with purple hair. There we go. Here we go. Run it back in 3, 2, 1. I was on a roll too. I had 7 topazes. That kind of makes me really mad. Fourth time's the charm for sure. For sure. The contrast between songs just gave me full whiplash of it going from Yes by Charlie XCX and everything else and Billie Eilish. This song was a lot. Holy cow. Okay, well. There we go. And then we sleep. Yeah, if it randomly goes down again, please let me know. Because I have no idea what that would have was. That would have caused it. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, good humor. We can go out. There we go. Hi, Lee Chat. Welcome on in. Alrighty. Away as we go to the mines. Are we PBing today? I hope so. I actually had a pretty decent run. I was doing good on the last run. I'm not gonna lie. But then stream apparently crashed for a second. Like we blue screened, but then reconnected immediately. So I don't know what went down. So this is what reset is this? 4? For today. So you didn't happen to see my title. I literally just said I saw you. I didn't see your title. I just a second ago saw your Discord notif. Because your Discord notifs for me, for whatever reason, only show up on my desktop. They don't show up on my phone. But I saw. It was cute. I like it. Hi, Alexa. Happy Sunday. Enjoy your lurk. But I didn't see your actual title yesterday, no. But by the sounds of it, I apparently need to go, and we did not. PB. Oh. You caught the lead. Bad luck. Anything else on this floor? No. There we go. I had a weapon last run too, gamers. I'm not gonna lie. Running CC so Lee doesn't beat me. Nice, nice, nice. Perfect. Lee has been struggling on the same... And the fun thing is, it's been different things each time that have killed my runs over like the past week. Please, I swear to God, give me a weapon. Mother trucker. Typical CC, yeah. Ooh, no, no, no. Ooh. I mean, hey, I did ask for a weapon. It just gave me not the right one. Alright. Just gave me not the right one. That's all. There we go. Ooh, freebie. Cool beans. I see it. Weapon. Fuck. I don't want this. Get it out of my inventory. Right now. Disgusting. Oh, freebie. Alrighty, if this run dies, I need to go and grab chapstick. Nice. Nice. Ooh, there we go. Nice. Not very many gems, though, I will say. That is the only sad thing. But... Ooh, freebie. Let me go down and grab the coal, and then we'll come right back up. Please don't. Stay away. Run. So go. Okay. Gross. Alrighty, if we see the ladder anywhere, holler. I keep hitting rocks. For now. Retaining soil, very nice, yeah. Some real quality stuff, let me tell ya. it is. Okay. Ladder. Weapon. Fuck no. Err. More retaining soil. There we go. Nice. Alrighty. Gonna hope that we get a weapon on this next floor. Please. Ooh, what do we got? Please give me a good... It's a gem. I'll take it. Anything is better than... Oh, we're slowed. Why are we... Okay. Ooh, okay. More decent copper. Okay. Hopefully we find like a little crab or something to help us out on the way. Maybe not, but that's okay. Someone please give me a weapon. That's all you had to ask for. Is a weapon. Thank you so much. Fuck yeah. We're back in business, everybody. We're good to go. Beautiful. Run activated. You got it. You got it. Now we're... Not what I wanted. Thank you. Pardon me. Next floor. There's a freebie down there in the corner.